Welcome to this channel. Today we will be reading out one chapter called "That Cow's Delivery" from the novel called "The Magic of the Lost Temple," written by Sudhamurti. So here with me is Havisha Rathod. So Havisha is going to read out this novel. Shall we start, Havisha, without wasting further time?
Yes, the
Then
cow's delivery. When Ajji went to the cattle shed around 10, the next morning she hurriedly came back and told Savita, call Tayava. I have a feeling that Kamadhenu is going to deliver today. Nuni was standing on the side and overheard the conversation. She asked,
Aji.
Ajji, how do you know that? I have years of experience taking care of cattle. Earlier this morning, Kamdhenu did not drink water properly. She hasn't been able to sit comfortably either, and her stomach is bulging.
Bulging.
She's trying to tell me that the time to deliver her calf has come. I am not going anywhere tomorrow or the day after. Kamdhenu needs me. Child, will you please go and inform Sarasu Ajji and my friends in the temple that I won't come until the calf is born? Of course, Ajji. I will go in 5 minutes, Nuni replied. Then Ajji turned to Savita and instructed her. Soak a lot of rice in water, grate some coconuts and add jaggery. I'll bring some herbs from the garden. And you can grind everything together. Then we will put it in a big bowl and offer it to Kamdhenu. Ajji, why are you feeding that to Kamdhenu? It will help her prepare for the delivery. But if she is about to give birth, we must take her to the animal hospital. You can't take good care of her at home. Nuni, Ajji explained patiently. Our vet comes here only once a week. That's why I have called Taiva. She is trained to handle deliveries and is equivalent to a vet during these times. As Ajja passed by, Ajji called out to him, please make sure that Kamdhenu does not go out to graze with the other cows today and arrange for some fresh green grass from the Gomala. Gomala क्या होता है?
Maybe some area, no? See.
Gomala.
It is like a meadow. Means घास चढ़ने की जगह.
Grass from
घास
the
वगैरह होती है ना जैसे पहाड़ों पे या नीचे जमीन पे बहुत सारी
grass from the Gomala. We will need the shed properly cleaned so that it is ready for the delivery. Later, I also want a big drum of water for cleaning up after the calf is born. Ajja nodded. Meanwhile, Ajji hardly cooked anything for the day there. There was only roti and one vegetable curry. Her mind was on Kamdhenu. Nuni also wanted to witness the delivery. After she came back from informing Ajji's friends at the temple, she asked her grandmother, can I come inside the shed to watch and maybe help Tayeva and you? No, Nuni, this is not the time. You are too young and Kamdhenu may not like too many people around her. She is used to Tayeva and me. You can sit outside with your grandfather and I will call you as soon as the calf comes out. Okay, Ajji, said Nuni. She knew her grandmother was worried. To distract her, she asked her another question. Ajji, how did you name the 3 cows? Well, Ganga is the oldest. She is named after our sacred water.
river.
She is named after our sacred river.
Sacred river.
Sacred river.
Sacred
Without the
river.
river Ganga, India wouldn't have existed.
Wouldn't have.
Without the river Ganga, India wouldn't have existed. How? But how without the river Ganga, India wouldn't have existed?
See, Ganga river is having a lot of water, na? And it's a pure water and means people are taking bath in that, using that water for irrigation and ये पवित्र नदी है.
लेकिन अगर गंगा नहीं होती तो भी तो रह लेते ना इंडिया.
ठीक है, but that what she's telling ना, that's what I'm telling you.
लेकिन कैसे?
You can ask Aji. You can ask Aji. Aji is telling that way.
पापा.
What beta? Means Ganga river is, see, from Ganga river many rivers are coming out. Our tributes like Yamuna also coming out of from Ganga only, na? Not Ganga. Other tributary rivers also coming from that, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the biggest river. Okay, start.
Okay. Without the river Ganga, India wouldn't have existed. Our ancient scriptures were written and civilization flourished on the banks of this river.
Let's see.
Our cow Ganga has become old and doesn't give us milk anymore, but she will stay with us until she dies because this is her home. Kamdhenu and Basanti are her daughters. How did Kamdhenu get her name? Nuni asked impatiently. Anji broke into a smile. Kamdhenu is the name of a divine cow who gives her owner whatever he asks for. She does the same thing for me. She gives our family plenty of milk and milk products like yogurt, butter and ghee and paneer and buttermilk. And what about Basanti? Aji laughed heartily. Basanti is not a traditional name for a cow at all. 30 years ago, your grandfather saw a Hindi movie called Sholay, in which the heroine was named Basanti. And since then, he's always been crazy about that name. When you were born, he wanted to name you Basanti, but your parents preferred Anushka. So instead of you, we named the third cow Basanti. Nuni giggled. We also have 2 oxen, Ram and Lakshman. We bought them together from the market when they were young. After lunch, Ajja went to take a nap and Aji went to the cowshed to check on Kamadhenu. Nuni sat in the veranda and started reading a book. Occasionally, she took a break to learn a few words from the dictionary. When Taiva, a dusky old lady, dusky मतलब
10 की धुंधली से 10 को था ना, शाम का टाइम होता है वो, इसलिए
डस्की दोबारा नहीं समझ, दिखाओ ना पिक्चर के बिना कैसे समझ में आएगा.
Dusky.
dark is in color. Okay, dim. See, her color is dusky. She is dusky. She is dusky. She is dusky. Color is little bit dark. Okay? Okay, not okay.
Okay.
Dusky old lady.
हाँ. कहाँ है dusky?
Yeah.
Taiva, a dusky old lady wearing a green cotton sari and a pallu on her head, arrived. Aji's face lit up and she asked her, "Come, Taiva, have you eaten yet? If not, I'll bring you something to eat. Today is a big day for Kamadhenu." Taiva smiled and displayed her pan-stained teeth. मतलब
मुंह में पान था उसका और ऊपर मुंह में से थोड़ा लाल लाल दिख रहा था ऐसे, जो पान खाते हैं ना,
हाँ,
उनके लिए.
Displayed her pan-stained teeth. Amma, I had lunch already. Since this is Kamadhenu's first delivery, things may move a little slowly. There's no rush, but I want to go and see her. Taiva went inside the shed with Aji. Nuni heard them talking to each other through the open door and she came running to the shed. Aji heard her footsteps and closed the bamboo door. Still, Nuni could hear them faintly. Faintly मतलब?
हल्की हल्की से.
Faintly. I think she will take a few more hours. but not much longer than that. Just pat her and reassure मतलब
दोबारा अश्योर करना.
and reassure her for some time. Then we will wait outside and monitor her regularly till it's time. After almost 15 minutes, Aji and Taiva came out. Aji, why were you petting Kamadhenu? Petting Kamadhenu मतलब?
पेटिंग से ये है कि पीछे दबाना जैसे. I'll show you. Petting. Let's see the meaning of petting.
Banana.
Pet.
Stroke or pat affectionately. Okay. Treat someone with affection or favoritism. Pamper. ऐसे ऐसे करते हैं ना. Start.
Why were you petting Kamadhenu? Nuni accosted मतलब
Noni accosted her at the door of the cow shed opened. Accost means इसको follow किया उसको.
Nuni accosted her. पापा यहाँ से क्यों देखते हो मतलब?
You should see ना.
Accost.
Approach and address someone boldly and aggressively. पास में जाना. Accost. Okay.
बोलने लगाओ ना.
क्या?
नीचे जाओ. नीचे जाओ. ऊपर. बस एक. हाँ ये जब भी आपके यहाँ पे हाँ ये लगाओ.
ये.
नहीं.
ये.
नहीं इसके बीच में जो है कौवा वाला.
ये.
हाँ.
कबूतर वाला.
हाँ.
What is the opposite of accost? Avoid, shun, scorn, aid, slide, refrain, help. Okay?
Okay.
Accost means approach करना. पास में जाना. So Nuni accosted her as the door of the cow shed opened.
Nuni accosted her as the door of the cow shed opened. Animals are like human beings, Nuni. When they are agony, मतलब
Agony, pain में.
when they are in agony.
Not agony. I think pronunciation is different, Abhisha. You should learn about the pronunciation, and that's why I'm looking here. What is the meaning of agony?
Agony.
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 Agony. Agony.
Agony. You should not pronounce wrong.
Agony.
Agony.
Agony. Agony. Agony मतलब
Pain. It was written, no? See, the great pain or suffering. तीव्र वेदना, तेज पीड़ा, व्यथा, कष्ट. Okay?
Okay. Images में जाओ.
हैं?
Images.
Why do you want to see?
देखे तो क्या आता है कौवे वाला दोबारा जो देता.
See, he got hurt, so he's in pain.
वो ले लगाओ कबूतर वाला. हाँ लगाओ.
What are other words for agony?
Torture. Etc.
Misery, woe, affliction. Okay?
आगे.
Next.
When they are in agony, they also feel nice when someone stays with them and pats them, just like you ask for your mother when you are unwell. They may not be able to talk like us, but they have the same feelings that we do. Amma, will you give me betel leaf and areca nut? I enjoy eating barn, said Taiva. I can give you plenty, but don't spoil the shed by spitting all over it. Use the sink at the back and spit there. Aji told her firmly but affectionately. Affectionately जाओ. इस affectionately गूगल में देखो.
Affectionately में प्यार से.
वो गूगल में देखो.
I know that. Start हो चेक करने.
Firmly मतलब.
Firmly कठोर से. Strict है. But affectionately. कठोर but प्यार से.
Amma, your house is the only one in the village that grows both areca nut and betel leaf. That's why I always ask you for it, added Taiva. Aji was always neat and clean. Her white saris were pearly white. Pearly मतलब?
Pearly. वो होता है ना बेटा. Pearl होता है ना.
मुझे तो पिक्चर देखनी थी अफेक्शनेटली, मुझे तो पता था पर अपन
Pearly. These are the pearly, no?
पहले मतलब
Pearly.
Resembling a pearl in luster or color. चमकदार. A person's teeth. Okay. चमकदार. Pearly white and she starved them every day.
स्टार शेड मतलब
सुखाना सब इसे धूप में
मुझे तो
सुखाते
शायद
हैं।
पता था अफेक्शन मतलब प्यार, लेकिन मैं पिक्चर देखना चाहती थी।
क्यों पिक्चर में क्या पड़ा है?
देखे तो क्या आता है, लगा देते अफेक्शन है।
Starch.
Starch.
इसकी
Stephen.
पिक्चर लगाओ।
With starch. Stephen defeat by no. Yes, starch.
कबूतर लगाना। और
What
अदर
are other words for starched? Just use punctilious, formal, pen, starch, still, bit, tense. Okay, next Visha.
पापा
Okay. Where are we? All the way in the world that goes. Okay. That's why I always ask you for it. Added Taiwa. Aji was always neat and clean. Her white saris were pearly white and she starched them every day. She combed her hair properly, made a bun and wore a flower. She hardly wore any ornaments, but her broad smile was very attractive. Everything in her house was tidy and well kept. She did not allow any footwear into the house. Nuni knew that Aji was strict with everyone when it came to cleanliness. Taiwan Aji settled down on a bench near the cowshed, and a few hours passed as they talked about several things and checked in on Kamdhenu at intervals.
इंटरवल्स मतलब
बार बार थोड़ी थोड़ी देर में. Okay. Suddenly there was a loud shriek.
मतलब
आवाज तेज आवाज. Aji and Ataiwa rushed inside the cowshed. Nuni wanted to peep through the bamboo sticks at the door, but then she remembered Aji's instructions and changed her mind. She waited outside impatiently. After some time, Aji said loudly, Nuni, Kamdenu has given birth to a baby girl. I will bring her outside so you can see her. Aji came out with a small white calf with half-closed eyes. It was bigger than Nuni had thought it would be. She wanted to touch the calf, but Aji stopped her. Don't do that. Her mother has to lick her and love her first. Go wash your hands and feet and come inside the shed. Nuni ran to do her grandmother's bidding.
वीडियो मतलब
जो बोल रही है ना उसके लिए बोलते बिडिंग.
लाओ पिक्चर दिखाओ, रीडिंग क्या क्या होता है, कबूतर आता है या नहीं,
You like kabutar?
देखा तो कबूतर
Bidding.
The offering of particular prices of something, especially at an auction. The ordering or requesting of someone to do something.
Bidding.
Bidding or requesting only. Okay?
दिखाओ इमेजेस।
Bid ask that. Okay? Okay, that's all I can say.
अरे भाई कबूतर नहीं है।
Kabutar nahi aaya hoga. When have you finished?
She ran to her grandmother bidding.
Okay, start.
When she came back, she could hear Taiwa cleaning the cowshed with the broom. Quietly, Nuni went inside the shed and stood near Kamadhenu, who was licking the baby affectionately. The baby nuzzled her mother's neck. Nuzzled मतलब
Mother's neck के पास में ऐसे nuzzle करते हैं ना. You want to see that?
हाँ, कबूतर लगाओ।
Nuzzle.
To press or rub something gently with the nose. Kabutar, you like kabutar?
हाँ cuddling.
What are other words for nuzzling? Care, stroke, touch, fondle. Okay?
Intelligent है कबूतर।
Like you.
Hey. Yes.
Ah.
The baby nuzzled her mother's neck, and it almost looked as if she was smiling. Veranda.
Okay. That's all in this video. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Bye bye. See you in the next video.
अब चलो वरंडा हेल्प